first time ever I laid and felt your heartbeat close to mine, I knew a joy that would fill the earth.
What's up, guys? Welcome to this video on Elvisistheman. So this thought occurred to me a little while ago, and it's, would Elvis approve? Would he want? Is this something Elvis wanted to have all of his fans and even people who are curious to go through his home, Graceland? You know, it's the number 2 tourist attraction in the United States. The only one being higher than Graceland is the White House. So for one, I think Elvis, now this video is going to be about my opinion and also a few facts that I've drawn just from learning about Elvis's life. Now, the first thing I'd say was Elvis did mention to family and friends that if he were to pass away, he would like his trophy room to be toured. He would like fans to go through and see his trophy room. Now, so did he not intend for any other part of Graceland to be toured? Because think about it, after he's dead and gone, he wanted fans to be able to see all of his trophies and like show them off, you know? And he often showed friends his trophy room when, you know, they'd come by Graceland. So he had to have some inclination that Graceland might be opened and stay open after he were to pass away. Now in 1982, all fans unanimously, or nearly unanimously, thank Priscilla for opening up Graceland to the public. It draws a ton of money in for Elvis Presley Enterprises.
Some might call them the faithful, others might call them fanatics. They are for certain fans of Elvis Presley, and today thousands of those fans were drawn to Memphis as the Presley home, Graceland Mansion, opened its doors to the public for the first time ever. Charles Murphy reports.
Elvis's Aunt Delta cut the ribbon. Priscilla, the ex-wife, had another engagement. But the fans came, still faithful.
Because I love Elvis.
They paid $5 for the tour, and vans full of fans went back and forth all day.
What Priscilla opened up here today is a gold mine. She could have had a big garage sale like Bing Crosby's widow did recently, but the fans still would have come here, so why not cash in?
At 3,000 persons a day, that's $500,000 a month. There's a lot of Presleyana here. Elvis didn't throw anything away. He even kept his old Army uniform and all his guns and badges and the praise he got for the war against drugs. But fans won't get to see where he died, and they don't like to talk about the narcotics.
I'd rather not comment on that because I don't believe any of that.
They want an idealized Elvis, as he was idealized in this Las Vegas painting and in his music.
Love me tender.
Only 4 of the mansion's many rooms are open to the public. There's his TV room, where he often stayed up late at night, watching television and listening to music, and the billiard room where he and his pals played pool, and that's about it. After 20 minutes of seeing this, they come out all shook up.
Just walking on the same floors, touching the same walls that Elvis lived in, breathed in, felt in, just lived in.
At his grave, tears. This was not an ordinary museum tour. It was an emotional journey for some. Charles Murphy, ABC News, Memphis.
Which they can do other things with that, like release footage, work on projects that we enjoy. So I think by that statement that Elvis made, and since he always had people go through his trophy room, I think that he would have liked to have Graceland open to the public, at least for that there. And I think that it would be a big ego boost for Elvis to know that so many thousands, I believe the last time I checked the stats, 600,000 people annually come and visit Graceland. So this brings me to another question. Would Elvis want his bedroom open to the public? Now, I've talked about this before, and I think just by, knowing Elvis's personality, from what we've learned, I think that Elvis is an easygoing enough guy to be like, hey, it's been so long, you know, have my fans go see it. They want to see it. I think Elvis, you know, he was a very sharing guy. He was also a very private guy. So fans' comments are split on this. I personally think that after all this time, if Elvis were to be posed the question, if he could decide, I think that he would let his room be, you know, viewed as part of the Graceland tour. What do you guys think? Now, suggestions that fans and that you guys have made in comments below when talking to you guys in the past was, why don't we at least have some type of replica, like Elvis's room replica, made, you know, off to the side of Graceland, you know, just like we got the trophy room and so many other places and museums that we have when we go to Graceland and Memphis and see the, you know, whole experience. Why don't we have a replica of Elvis's room? I mean, he allowed people to take photos of it. There are photos of his room, so that could be an alternative to not having the fans actually see his room. Another problem with that is they feel like the traffic, all the people going upstairs into his room would cause stress on the house, and maybe it's not reinforced, or it's hard to reinforce that area in the house since it's like a museum. Like the first time I went there, it smelled like an old book. That was in, you know, a long time ago, but I went there a couple of years ago. I don't remember that smell. Maybe it was there, but I was just enjoying the experience. And for my final point that I'll make regarding this subject, let's be honest, guys. I believe Graceland was on the brink of foreclosure before Priscilla opened it in 1982. You know, that is like, I think it's the biggest revenue for EPE, Elvis Presley Enterprise. So if Graceland were not opened, what would happen to the house? What would happen to all of Elvis's, you know, rings and clothes? It's a great idea, and I think that Elvis would be open to this topic and would like it if fans came. And I think he'd be flattered and humbled that so many hundreds of thousands of people this long after 1977 come to see. And so yes, my verdict is yes, Elvis would be happy with it. We know from how he wanted and talked about his trophy room being open to the fans, and it being such a moneymaker. And to have Elvis's legacy, Graceland there, still there, I think Elvis would like that. So tell me in the comments what you guys think about this topic, and we'll talk to you guys there.